Good morning. It's a horrible, yucky, wet day today. It's a Saturday. As you can see, it's raining. The sky is overcast, but I've been sitting here on my sofa all snuggly doing my language learning, drinking squash actually, but I've just got a coffee on the go now, so that's just coming up the thing. Kettle's boiling to top it up a bit because, you know, I have a bit of a blend. And today is a gig day actually, and I am doing it with my other band that my boyfriend's in that I don't play with that often, and I'm actually going quite a lot of the way on public transport today, so I've got a big long commute, so I'm saving all my editing to do then. So I thought, what I'm going to do now, I've got a few hours. I think I would like a delicious, delightful bit of time off, leisure time at home on my own. My daughter's away working. She was away last night. She stayed at my dad's to cut a big corner off the commute. And so I've been like home alone. He was busy doing things as well. He's been setting up the PA already for the gig because he knows the people that we are playing for, sort of. So he's doing that as a favour, going there early and setting the PA up. It's not a million miles away from where he lives. Anyway, I digress. So I've got a big long commute. So I'm saving my editing to do on the train. So I'm not doing it this morning. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and learn how to use Expedia website because I want to get into booking holidays. And I thought for me to level up in life a little bit would be to learn how to use these holiday booking websites so that I could do it at my leisure, like, you know, in the evenings, like when I've finished everything else up and I just want to relax, I could just like browse around sort of hotels and things online and sort of fantasize about going away, you know. It's like, I don't know, it gives you all the feels, you know. It's like, ooh, looking at pictures of that sort of thing and buffet rooms and things. I thought I could, you know, get a good system of note-taking going on and save some links and things, and then when the time comes to book, I'll have a good idea of what would suit all our needs. I can't book anything yet anyway because my dad doesn't know what he's doing and my daughter doesn't have her term stuff. I've got mine now. Right, I'm going to get this coffee on and I'm going to go and sit in my bed with my laptop and try and see how Expedia works. Does anybody have any recommendations, by the way, for these holiday booking websites? I've heard booking.com. What I'd like to be able to book is a package of like flights and accommodation and maybe even transfers in one package. I do like a package. I like the reassurance of that, but I also like a third-party company that I can go to if there's a problem. I asked ChatGPT, AI app. I never know whether to 100% believe him or not, so I always take everything with a bit of a pinch of salt, and I recommend you do too if you use it. But it did say loveholidays.com had a history of having poor customer service, and like people that needed to make changes to their bookings had issues trying to get in touch with customer services to make those changes, and there had been big delays, and so it had some poor reviews because of that. But other than that, it's very good prices, like absolute bargains, and a very easy to use website. And I'd got into it, I was like, oh, this is the best website, I love it, and then just checked, you know, what are the reviews about that company, and they weren't great. But Expedia came out on top as like recommended for good customer service. So if anyone's got any experience about those sorts of things, I'd love to know, because I'm going to make it my new hobby in the nights now to get to know those websites, so that when I come to book something it'll be like clockwork, hopefully. Right, let's get this coffee on the go and I'm going to go and sit in my bed and do that for a bit. Oh, I got these in Tesco last night. I did a little bit of shopping. That'll be on my shopping vlog on my other channel on Friday morning, but these were £3.50 each with a club card, which is £1 less than usual, so I thought I'd give them a go, a little bit of a mixture. I'm not using them yet, as you can see they're not opened. I was just thinking, like, what do you call it when it's, you know, when you go window shopping? I don't know, if you're a younger viewer, I don't know if you know what window shopping is. It's when you sort of go outside for a walk and you look in shop windows and you imagine things to buy in your head but you don't actually buy them. Well, what do you call it when it's that but on a laptop? Windows shopping, except I've got a Mac so I haven't got Windows. Mac shopping? I don't know, what would you call it? Do you know there are times in life when all one fancies is a bowl of instant noodles? Well, I do anyway, so that's what I'm having. These ones, I've got a secret stash, except it's not secret because she's discovered it, but she knows it's off bounds. Well, I say that, but then I get, you know, 1 o'clock in the morning just thinking about going to bed and I get, Mum, you know that one packet of instant noodles in your cupboard? And I'm like, oh, go on then, you can have it. And I still don't have it anyway, but these are safe. Speaking of that sort of thing, I was looking everywhere for my little mini pastas to put in my stew yesterday that I made for myself. Couldn't find it, so I ended up using quinoa, but it did work. I just chucked a couple of handfuls of it in and it kind of bulked it up a bit and it cooked all right in the time I had it on the stove. 20 minutes, 25 minutes, something like that. It was fine. I'm going in about 2.5 hours. I'm not technically dressed yet. I always always look alright. So I keep tucking these in. I should have got the smaller size, I think. Well, I don't know. See, I needed this size for the belly bit, but the shoulders, they just keep slipping down. It's a bit annoying. I didn't mean to tell you that. It just kind of came blurting out. So I've had a rummage around Expedia.com and gradually getting to understand the layout of it and all the options. It's overwhelming, isn't it, when you don't even know where you want to go yet. What I'm craving really for the autumn is a relaxing beach type holiday in a hotel where it's all inclusive, where you just don't have to think. You just relax, you know, nice bit of sunshine. Don't do anything too strenuous. So that's a different sort of holiday to going away and getting an apartment somewhere and doing a lot of exploring, a lot of activities. I'm just craving a rest one at the moment, and that would suit my dad and daughter also. Anyway, it's early days, but yeah, I did enjoy that, and I didn't do it in bed in the end because I thought it'd be much more handy if I could plug it into my other monitor, so I can make my notes in my little Notion app on one side and have the website on the other. That rocket has kept really, really well in the fridge, actually. I've picked out one yellowy leaf, but other than that, it's kept really well. I think I'm going to dump it all in with my noodles. It'll probably take the strength a bit out of the taste and make it more manageable to eat the whole lot in one go. It's just I don't want to leave it now for a couple of days while I'm not here. I think it will be past its best. I think that samphire I've been eating is making me retain fluid on my belly, so I'm not sure if I want to eat anymore, and it's going a little bit squishy now. It's extremely salty, you see, extremely salty. Yeah, it's going a bit past its best now. It's going a little bit squishy, as you can see there on the edge. Yeah, it grows in salty areas on the coast. See, it's delicious. Not exactly Michelin 5-star chopped up cheddar cheese lumps and rocket and instant noodles, but I think I'm going to enjoy it as much as if it was. Et voilà. C'est magnifique. Well, I've had a munch on my noodles, thoroughly enjoyed those, and I really don't feel like playing my flute. I was going to do a warm-up for a little bit, but I got a belly full of food. Oh, sorry, I'm shaking the camera a bit. I'm thinking it might be very useful for me to digitise my music folders for my 2 bands this weekend. I've been meaning to do it for ages because I'm carrying folders around with me, and it's just extra weight in the bag on top of everything else I've got to carry. So I think I'm actually going to make a start on that. I'm going to use my GoodNotes app and photograph the pages of my physical folders and just arrange them within that document, and I can write a contents page, then I can add it in later when I know what's in there and type up the contents. And yeah, that should make life a bit easier as long as the iPad is charged and working at the gigs. That's always the fear. It's not that I actually read this stuff, it's just little prompts to start me off and remind me how the tune goes. So it's just like occasionally I might flick my eye down, I might just look at it before I start, and then that's it. So it's not like it's going to be on a stand being read, it's just a guide. Okay, sometime later, and I literally have to go have a shower in 2 minutes, but I've digitised. Still a big hot mess, completely not in the right order or anything, but anyway, that's done. I got one done, not the other. There was loads more of the other one, but anyway, I've made a good start, so that's good. It's 1 folder less for the bag, and the good thing about using my GoodNotes app is it syncs to the one on my phone. So if I was to lose the iPad, or the battery went, or a drink got spilt on it or something and it didn't work, I can just look at it on my phone, which isn't really very good for reading it, but just having a quick look to remind myself how something starts or something goes, or what repertoire to choose, you know, then it's fine on the phone, I think. But yes, need to go for a shower now and get my bag all packed up. I've got a pasty to put in the bag seat on the way. I need to pack all my wedding outfits because basically I'm going to be stinking by the time I get there if I wear a dress and put a rucksack under the armpits. It's not going to help. When I say stinking, I don't mean stinking, I just mean a bit sweaty, not shower fresh. So I'm going to have a shower, get into my jeans and t-shirt, and then change at the venue for today, and then I'll have the other one ready for tomorrow's gig, which is with another band, but I'm going to be picked up from my boyfriend's house for that one and then dropped back to my house afterwards, so it's all going to work out well. I got showered and changed into clean clothes, and I forgot to tell you something that was big news for me yesterday anyway. It was not big news for anybody else really, but I finished my tax return for the last tax year. I knuckled down and I got it done by the evening, and then I was so fired up that I was putting all my expenses in for the next tax year, the one that I'm in now as well, and got that absolutely 100% up to date, every last bit of it. So I'm very pleased with myself, and I even typed in all my bookings into my spreadsheet ready to input the income when it comes in and the date paid and all that malarkey. So yeah, that was time well spent. I did have to sacrifice flute practice for it though. I only did an hour yesterday, but never mind. And I haven't done any today. I don't know what's the matter with me. I've just like gone, bleh. oh, let's just get some other things done. And I did. I got that thing all scanned in, so that was really good. Well, photoed into digital, so that's really good. Right, I'm going to put this camera away now because I actually want to put the footage from it onto my MacBook ready to edit tomorrow. And I don't want to take this big camera with me because normally this big one stays at home. It depends. If I'm going by car, I'll bring it. And if I'm going by public transport, I won't. It's just a big lump, basically. And I love it. I love it. It's my favourite, but it's too much to carry around. So I'll be back on this tomorrow night, probably when I get in. This is my out and about filming kit, which all fits in that little bag which just goes over my shoulder, well across my chest. It's really easy to manage and it's not heavy. So Osmo Pocket 3 for selfie mode, that's best, although it does make my lips look like they've got deep grooves in them that don't exist. It like puts extra shadowy bits in. Whereas not even, I don't know what it's latching onto, but it seems to latch onto something and put extraneous artefacts on my skin, extra blemishes and so on and so forth, but not as bad as that one. That one's worse for it. So that's an action cam. This one I will use when it's raining or windy. These wind muffs I've stuck on are very, very effective, so you can still always hear my speech clearly in spite of big wind. And you can hear a little bit of wind, but I think that's quite atmospheric sounding, but it's not harsh and it's not obscuring anything, if you know what I mean. So this is my go-to in wind, but it's terrible in selfie mode because it doesn't focus very close, so I have to hold it out quite a long way, and I can never quite hold it out far enough to make my face in focus fully. This is for my zoomy shots just 60 times. This is quite a cheap camera. It's my original vlogging camera. I've actually got an updated version of this which is bigger and heavier, and the audio is not as good as this one. So yeah, but that's absolutely brilliant for zooming in on a pigeon yawning on a roof or something. Yeah. Anyway, right, I'm going to get packed up. I didn't tell you what it was. HD PJ410. Blinking heck, it is so windy. I'm using that camera I don't like to use in selfie mode because it's just too windy to use any of the other ones. I've been on a very crowded and noisy train. I forgot how noisy and crowded they get on Saturdays sometimes. See, where I live, everybody's very sociable. And when they're going out boozing in Cardiff and they get on the train, they start the party. They're already started on the train. I don't know if it started in the house before they left while they were getting ready. I don't know about that. But they certainly have all the booze out on the train. They occupy all the tables, chatting all the way down at the top of their voices and needing a wee desperately because they've had so much to drink. So anyway, we had a bit of that. I did manage to edit, believe it or not, in spite of all the racket. I managed to get engrossed in that and cut myself off into my own little world. But now I'm awaiting the next train and my boyfriend is going to pick me up from the station when I get there. I'm not sure if there's an event on. I think I vaguely remember seeing something about Oasis, but it might have even been another year, knowing me. I'm not very on top of things like that. Hey, lucky me, I've managed to get a table and it's nice and quiet on this carriage. It's the complete opposite to the last train I was on. We're just pulling out of Cardiff Central now. Oh my goodness, look at all those people. Oh, that's a lot. There's all taxis there. That looks a bit different from normal. Anyway, nice and quiet on here. I'm going to have this creamy garlic mushroom slice and then I'm going to get my laptop out and do some more editing. And it looks like it's going to be a nice quiet trip if everybody's busy being in town doing whatever that is. I'm grazing and so are they. We just stopped off for a little snack on the way to the gig because we're a bit early. Many hours later and we have finished and we're gorging on pizza. This is goat's cheese and mushroom and under there it's margarita and they're so good. And I'm so hungry, and yes, I did eat crisps during a break because I couldn't last and a twirl out of the van, which clearly passed its best, but I didn't care, I was eating it anyway. We're back, it's 11 o'clock at night now, we're absolutely shattered. It was a good night, the dancers had a really good sense of rhythm. There were a lot of Scottish among them. They had the best timing I've seen in ages, I've got to be honest. But anyway, we're all finished now. We had pizza, as you saw at the end, packed up, went home, and here we are, ready to relax for the rest of the evening and then go to bed. But thank you so much for watching today's video. Please give it a like if you happen to like it, subscribe to watch more videos from me, click on a playlist or something, whatever you see on the end screen before you right now if you fancy watching some more content from me right now, and I'll see you in the next video. Good night.